Hello, everyone, and welcome inside MLB Youth Academy Field in Compton, California. Blues and Barons on hand as Jake Simons leads off for the Blues and fouls the first pitch he sees for strike one. First road trip of the season for the Blues. 2 games set here at the MLB Youth Academy playing the Barons. First contest in the CCL South for the Blues. That breaking ball's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Starter for the Barons on the mound is Evan Adolphus, getting his first start of the season in the season opener here for the Barons. 0-2 pitch on its way to Jake Simons. We are just underway here at the ballpark. Fouled off to the left side, still 0-2. Adolphus going with the breaking pitch again. Simons fouls it off, leading things off for the Blues, who are 3-4 on their season. And this is the first contest in the South. 0-2 pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Foul ball, excuse me. Do it all over again. Beautiful day here in Compton, SoCal. Blues made the trip down earlier this morning. Took about 4.5 hours with traffic. Adolphus, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. 1-2. Just getting set here on the road. The 1-2. Slap to third, fair ball. Simons is going to round first, and they'll have a chance at extra bases. Simons into second with a stand-up double to lead off the ballgame for the Blues. So a runner in scoring position already for the Blues, and it's Simons aboard with his first extra base hit as a Blue, and it comes with a leadoff double. Still no outs for Steinberger, DHing again and batting second. Adolphus set, check second, and the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Evan Adolphus, the starter for the Barons, a junior at Cypress College, hometown of Fullerton, California. His 0-1. Fastball in there, 0-2. Second straight hitter he's had in the hole, 0-2. Steinberger slaps this one to first. And Hernandez has that for out number 1. Simons advances 90 feet. And here comes Grotto. So Simons over at third for the Blues. And Grotto standing in, playing second base today. We'll get you that Blues starting lineup graphic. Had to rush to first pitch here on the road. That's all on its way. Grotto's first at bat facing Adolphus with a runner on third and just 1 out. This one is a chopper, hit up the middle, base hit for Grotto, RBI, 1-0 Blues. Simons comes in, so he's driven in by Grotto after his leadoff double. And Grotto has his third RBI of the season. He's aboard at first, and the Blues take an early 1-0 lead. Here's Tolia. Adolphus, his first pitch to him, a breaking ball in there for a strike. First road trip of the season for the Blues. First of 7 straight on the road. Checked his swing on a breaking ball, didn't go around, ball 1. Count evens to Tolia, who, just like the Blues did against the Mudcats, starting to find his extra base power, really starting to find that swing. The team's leader in homers, RBIs, and walks. Smacks this 1-1 to third. It's a high chopper fielded by Williams. Throw across the diamond and on to first base for out number 2. So Tolia retired on his ground out. That advances Grotto to second base. Pemberton stands in with another runner in scoring position for the Blues. Already leading here 1-0 early with 2 gone. And the top of the first, we are live from MLB Youth Academy in Compton. Evan Adolphus, the Barons starter, delivers a breaking ball that gets away and will allow Grotto to take third. Wild pitch from Adolphus. And with 2 outs, just trying to focus on the man at the plate. And that's Luke Pemberton, right fielder out of Pepperdine. He's been a staple in the outfield for the Blues. Has made some excellent plays defensively. Trying to drive in Grotto from third. Adolphus, his first pitch, swung on and missed. The count now 1-1. Appreciate you joining us on a Tuesday, start of the week for the Blues. Ball and a strike to Pemberton. Adolphus, his pitch, high, ball 2. Prior to today, Blues were the only team in the South to have played any games. That breaking ball is inside for ball 3. So the season in the South starting to kick off here. Blues have played non-league opponents in their first 7. Played a team from the CCL and the Mudcats last week, that weekend series. They took 2 of 3. Pemberton hits one to second. Neighbors has it, throws on to first, and the side retired by Adolphus. But out before the Blues tack on a run in the top of the first, leading 1-0 here early. And the Barons bats will step to the plate for the first time this season to face the Blues starter, Robbie Lardner, making his first start for the Blues. Have seen him in relief in his previous 2 appearances, but Lardner takes the hill in the bottom of the first when we come back on the Blues Streaming Network. Welcome back. Let's get you situated. We'll bring you both teams' starting lineups as we have the graphics ready for you. So for the Barons, leading things off and playing second base is Kamayu Neighbors. Playing third base is Thomas Williams. He'll bat second. Christian Taveras is going to bat third in DH. Mark Anthony Hernandez, whose name was too long to fit into the graphic. So Mark Anthony Hernandez will bat cleanup, followed by Julian Boyd, Spencer Williams, Pierce Blaney, Nicholas Marlborough, and Alonzo Zuniga. Starting lineups for the Barons and the Blues, both brought to you by Guaranteed Rate, one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. Thank you to Guaranteed Rate for sponsoring today's starting lineups. And back to live action. Neighbors, first pitch he sees from Lardner, hit out to left center and caught by Simons out in center for a loud out number 1. So here's Thomas Williams, who's not actually listed on the team's official roster, but he's batting second today. Lardner with 1 pitch and 1 out. This one's popped up and out of play for strike 1 from Robbie Lardner, again making his first start as a Blue. and getting the chance to face a team on the road here. First road contest for the Blues in 7 games. 7 straight at home, now 7 straight on the road starting today. No balls and 1 strike. Count evens to Williams, so Neighbors took the first pitch he saw from Lardner, sent it out to center, and he was out number 1. Ball and a strike from Lardner. That one's missing with ball 2. Lardner set to deliver a 2-1. That one in there at 82, and that's ball 3. Off speed missing, and behind 3-1 on the count to Thomas Williams, batting second for the Barons. 1 gone in their home half of the first, in their home opener. That's down the middle, strike 2. Just love the angle. It's unlike any we get at any other ballpark here at MLB Academy and the show field, where you're right behind home plate. That's popped up to right field, and that's going to be caught by Pemberton for out number 2. Williams retired on a fly out to right. Here's Taveras. Two gone, bottom of the first. Lardner to Taveras. Lefty on lefty here. And the pitch. Ball 1. Appreciate you joining us on this Tuesday evening. We're going to have tomorrow's contest right here from MLB Youth Academy in Compton. We'll have that first pitch shortly after 6, as this one's grounded foul for strike 1. So 2 straight on the road here for the Blues. We'll drive back up to San Luis Obispo after the conclusion of tomorrow's ball game. Day of rest, and then right back to it, bright and early. A drive coming for the Blues up to Humboldt to play the Crabs. Another non-league series. That'll be this coming weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lardner's off-speed pitch misses with ball 2. Then after that, another day off. Tuesday, Wednesday, we go down to Pasadena. Play the Arroyo Seco Saints, and then we'll be back home. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled straight back against the netting. 2-2. Just love the angle. We're obviously elevated at Sinsheimer. We're up in the press box, and we can obviously see what's happening from an elevated point of view, but just to be right at it behind home plate here. Love seeing the movement on all these pitches, and you can really hear the snap of the glove from the catcher, and of course the crack of the bat when contact is made. 2 balls, 2 strikes, swung on and missed. Foul tipped. Taveras stays alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Lardner set his 2-strike pitch. And Gallegos tried to frame that one for him, and the count's full 3-2. Didn't miss by much. Payoff pitch on its way to Christian Taveras. Taveras, the DH for the Barons, sends one out to center. And making the play is Simons to retire the side. So Lardner settles in, sets the Barons down 1-2-3 with 3 flyouts to center and right. Top of the second on its way. And with that, we will bring you the Blues starting lineup. Led by Bob Miller, here's how the Blues line up today. Jake Simons led things off. He plays center field, of course, made 2 outs in the first inning. Steinberger's going to DH. Grotto's going to move from left field to second again and bat third. Tolia is going to play first base. Pemberton in right. Garrett Brooks is back in the starting lineup and playing left. Chase Gallegos will do the catching. CJ Maciel, talented shortstop, will bat 8th. And Cody Darcy is the third baseman, rounding things out and batting 9th. And again, these starting lineups are brought to you by Guaranteed Rate, one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. Guaranteed Rate. Low rates, fast application, fast closing. Let's get you into your dream home, and we'll get you back to baseball after a short break. Here's Garrett Brooks back in the starting lineup for the Blues and batting 5th today. Excuse me, 6th. Adolphus, his first offering to Brooks, misses with ball 1. So Garrett Brooks, a road runner on his way to UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio. And quickly ahead on Adolphus, 2-0. Blues plated a run from a Simons leadoff double. And then Grotto drove him in on an RBI single. So the Blues take a lead in the first inning and take a lead in the ball game for their second consecutive game. There's a 4-pitch walk to Brooks, and he's aboard to lead off the inning. Bringing Chase Gallegos to the plate. Gallegos receiving a lot of praise from this coaching staff because of his ability to call these games in terms of getting on the same page with all his pitchers and their pitch sequence, learning what they like to throw and what count. A pitch in there for strike 1, Adolphus to Gallegos. So gets another start at catcher. And the right-handed hitter awaits an 0-1 pitch from the right-hander Evan Adolphus, who throws over to first to check on Brooks. Reached on a walk. Blues got a lot of traffic, a lot of men on base against the Mudcats. 19 total walks in 3 games against the Solano Mudcats. Get their first here today. And Gallegos takes a ball to even the count. Ball and a strike, the pitch to Gallegos. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. Ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. There's ball 3, so a bit of command struggle for Adolphus here. Again, a junior at Cypress College out of Fullerton, California. Talented right-hander trying to work his way back into the count here behind 3-1 to the Blues catcher, Chase Gallegos. There's a good pitch, strike 2. Gallegos thought it was ball 4, and the count's full. So he'll work his way back into the right-handed batter's box. Count full and the pitch. Got him looking. Nice pitch there from Adolphus. Gets the first out of the inning via a backwards K.
Shortstop, number 12, CJ Maciel.
Maciel stands in. And and took a pitch that had a lot of movement on it for strike one. Runner at first is Brooks. He walked to lead off the inning. Dolphus set, his 0-1. Is slapped to third and beyond the reach of Williams for a base hit. And Maciel aboard with a single. Runners on first and second now for the Blues.
The third baseman, number 26, Cody Darcy.
Well, here's Darcy playing third base today and batting ninth. Him and Maciel have switched shortstop and third, but Darcy back to third. Both naturally shortstops, but Darcy man in the hot corner today. Takes ball one from Adolphus. Runners on first and second for the Blues. One gone. Top of the second. Ball and no strikes. Checked his swing, but foul tipped into the glove. Strike one. Darcy looking for his first RBI as a Blue. 1-1 pitch on its way. Dribbled foul, 1-2 now. Adolphus trying to get out of this inning again. Walk to Brooks, single to Maciel, dealing with traffic in both innings he's pitched so far. Again, this is the season opener for the Barons. They opened their season against the Blues last year in 2021. The Blues, this is actually their fourth straight opponent who's opening their season against them. Blues coming off that 3-game weekend series, took 2 of 3 from the Mudcats. Now 2 straight here at the MLB Youth Academy facing the Barons. 2 balls, 2 strikes, swung on and missed. There's out number 2. Have to fix that scoreboard graphic. Blues are still in it as the home team, but they are not today. They are on the road, so we'll get that situated. Strikeout swinging for Darcy is out number 2, and we're back to the top of the lineup, and Jake Simons, who got things started with a double today. Stand-up double down the left field line. Came in to score on Grotto's RBI single. Facing Adolphus for the second time in as many innings. Breaking ball in there for a strike. See how Adolphus chooses to attack him this time. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. That hits Simons, and he's going to take first base. That's a trend that we've unfortunately seen with Simons at the plate. That is the 7th time he's been hit by a pitch in just his 4th game as a Blue. So he's aboard. They're loaded for Evan Steinberger. Simons just can't catch a break. So the DH Steinberger, is going to stand in. Bases loaded. Steinberger 0 for 1, grounded out to first in his first at-bat. 2 gone, top of the second. And the first pitch from Adolphus to Steinberger is in there for strike 1. Certainly a beautiful backdrop with our second camera angle. As you can see those palm trees and the, not necessarily skyline, but just that background is just perfect, as the weather is here in Compton. high 70s, and it just feels like summer. 0-2 pitch on its way. Adolphus in the dirt ball 1. They're loaded for the Blues, already leading 1-0. Steinberger 0 for 1 today. Looking at a 1-2 pitch that misses high from Adolphus. 2-2 now. Blues getting their first chance to travel, and it'll be a busy week as there's ball 3. Counts full, and there's nowhere to put Steinberger. But the drive from SLO to Compton, it really isn't that bad compared to other drives, especially the one coming up. Everyone's going to take off. This one is going to be hit to second, and Neighbors is going to have to throw that one off his back foot. And everyone's going to be safe in this situation. 2-run score for the Blues. It's 3-0 on the 2 RBI single from Evan Steinberger. There's a lot happening there. 3-0 Blues.
Now batting number 15, second baseman, Mason Grotto.
Did only one come in? I guess it's 2-0. We scored 2, didn't we? All right, it's 3-0. I'm not wrong. Let's reset that count and welcome Grotto back to the plate. 1 for 1 with an RBI single. 3-0 Blues. Adolphus. A high strike 1. It is officially 3-0 Blues. Grotto trying to increase that here in the top of the second. Slaps that one to short, beyond the reach of Marlboro, and it's 4-0 Blues. And Grotto's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles. Runners on first and second for Zach Tolia. Tolia grounded out to short his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. Blues have plated 3 in the inning and lead 4-0. Adolphus set, and the pitch is crushed out to left. That ball is gone off the scoreboard. And a 3-run bomb for Tolia makes it 7-0 Blues. That ball was crushed. Tolia's 3rd home run of the season continues to lead the team in RBIs, slugging percentage, on-base percentage. He's been an animal in the cleanup spot and has a round tripper. That makes it 7-0 here in the second. Here's Pemberton now with the bases empty and taking a strike. That was on the first pitch Tolia saw in that at-bat, right? I mean, that thing was, whew. Oh, 1. That's a flare shot out into right and caught by Blaney for out number 3. The inning finally ends. It is the most runs the Blues have scored in any inning this year. 4 runs, excuse me. How many we got? Let's do some quick math. 6 runs in the top of the second. It is indeed the most they've scored in any inning all year. They have a more than comfortable lead. And it'll be Lardner pitching his 2nd inning of work when we come back on the Blues streaming network. Almost everyone's already had 2 at-bats. We're leading 7-0. Having some fun here in our first road trip to Compton of the season. Blues and Barons underway. We'll fix that scoreboard. We'll be right back. Robbie Lardner, bottom of the second, coming up. There it is. We got it switched. Blues again are the road team. It should display that on our graphic. We're in the bottom of the second. Barons bats are up, and Lardner just delivered strike one. That breaking ball misses outside, ball one. So the Blues are already with a comfortable touchdown lead here in Compton. This is a series the Blues took 3 of 5 from last year, as this one is sent out to right. That's carrying well and off the wall. Extra bases here. And what a throw from Pemberton in right. And he'll have to stop at first. So Mark Anthony Hernandez aboard with a leadoff single, which was off the wall. Quite a long single. So Mark Anthony Hernandez. Could only fit his last name in our starting lineup graphic. Safe at first with a leadoff single. This ball's sent out to left. This ball's carrying really well. And under it to make the catch is Brooks for out number 1. Couple pitches and 1 out for Robbie Lardner, still getting settled in. Set the Barons down 1-2-3. In the first, we are in the bottom of the second. Here's Spencer Williams. Taking ball 1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Gotta tell you, it's a beautiful venue here. It really is. I mean, we feel lucky to be at Cinchhammer Park day in and day out. This ball is flared out to right center. These balls are carrying like crazy. A leap and catch made in center by Simons. They have a chance for a double play. Throw to first to complete it. Unbelievable. Jake Simons lays out. And they get a double play out of it. I got to tell you, this Blues outfield is something special. And it was last year. But this, I mean, whew. Simons. Diving catch out in center. Throw to first completes the double play. Hernandez out there. And the inning is over. Just like that. To the top of the third. Still 7-0 Blues. And that might just be the play of the year defensively so far, of course, for the Blues. In what is game number 8 of the 76th SLO Blues season. Appreciate you joining us on a Tuesday evening here in Compton. Our first road contest of the year. Zach Ebrahim on hand, statistician Matt Fernandez in the Barons press box here at beautiful MLB Youth Academy Field. Blue Streaming Network, we're on the road, and the show's still going on. 7-0 Blues, short break, and we'll be right back. Here's Brooks to lead off the top of the third. Ball one from Adolphus. Here's ball two. We appreciate you, however, and wherever you're joining us. Again, that live chat is open. Feel free to let us know where you're tuning in from. We always love to know. Shout out to Mike watching from Thousand Oaks. It's very close to, it's where I was born. Love Thousand Oaks. We can't wait to visit Thousand Oaks either, Mike. Appreciate you joining us on the Blue Streaming Network. Quickly ahead 3-0 is Garrett Brooks. He walked. 4-pitch walk for Brooks in his first at-bat. Adolphus, his 3-0 pitch to him. That's in there for a strike. Over the heart of the plate. Blues leading by a touchdown. 7-0 here early. After plating 6 in the top of the second. We're in the top of the third. Brooks leading things off. The 3-1. That one is hit to short. Marlboro Fields on a couple hops. Nice play. 6-3 on the ground out. One away. Just a picturesque day. Not a cloud in the sky. Gallegos stands in. He struck out looking, so he's 0 for 1 in his first at-bat. No one on and 1 out for the Blues. Adolphus shakes off the first pitch. Beautiful breaking ball in there for strike one. Let's clear that count. And 0-2. Same place, same pitch. Nice job from Adolphus. Getting ahead 0-2 here. His 2-strike pitch to Gallegos, trying to get him looking again, and it's 1-2. Adolphus out of Cypress College either wants to be a pro ball player, either wants to go play in the MLB, or plan B, that secondary option, if that pitch gets away to even the count at 2-2, he'd be a firefighter. That is what he says. He said, I'm going to the MLB or I'm a firefighter. Two balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3. And you know either will work out for him. Talented right-hander. Still getting his feet under him in this one. Trying to get through 3. Fouled off. Gallegos stays alive. Count full to Gallegos. Adolphus set. And the pitch. That's a broken bat, it sounds like. And a diving play almost made by Neighbors, but it'll be a base hit for Gallegos, and he's aboard with 1 away. So Gallegos 1 for 2. Here's Maciel, who's 1 for 1. Got himself a single back in the second. That was the first of 4 hits the Blues got in the second inning. 3 singles and that towering 3-run bomb from Tolia. Broken bat, caught it first on a line, and that's a double play. So Maciel, on the first pitch he sees, hits it to Hernandez. Gallegos was off the bag, caught on a line. Steps on the bag for out number 3. To the bottom of the third now. We've made some. In a game that's 7-0, you'd be surprised at how much leather is being flashed out here. Really good defense being played by both teams. We're going to see Blaney, Marlboro, and Zuniga for the Barons when we come back. Bottom of the third coming up on the Blue Streaming Network. Thanks for hanging out and making us a part of your Tuesday evening. We'll be right back. Lardner set for his third inning of work here. He gets ready to face Pierce, Marlboro, and Zuniga. First road game of the season for the Blues. 4.5-hour drive down from Compton. A little traffic on the 405. What's new? What a beautiful day for baseball nonetheless. And we do want to give a shout out. This road series is being brought to you by SLO Safe Ride. Literally, want to give a shout out to our bus driver, Ty, who is just the best of the best. Takes such good care of whoever is on the bus. SLO Safe Ride, our driver, Ty. Quick story about Ty. First time we ever rode with him last season. The players who obviously had loaded up their own stuff, their own bags, their own bats, as Lardner delivers ball one, when trying to close the doors for the bus where the luggage goes, Ty said, don't touch it. Don't even touch it. I don't want to risk anything happening to you. It could mess your hand up. Something gets caught in the door. You don't know how to close them. Don't touch anything. I'll handle it. And since then, Ty's just been the best. Ball and a strike. Fouled off to the right side. And the count 1-2. Pierce awaits a 1-2 pitch from Robbie Lardner. There's ball 2. Lefty on lefty, here's the pitch. That's ball 3 in the dirt. Count full to Pierce. Grounded foul. Barons got the leadoff base runner. Leadoff single from Mark Anthony Hernandez in the bottom of the second. But Boyd flew out to right. And then Spencer Williams on one of the most spectacular plays. A diving catch by Jake Simons out in center. Hernandez was obviously thinking that would be an extra base hit. Way off first base. Play made by Simons. Throws to first. Double play. Inning over. And so because of it, Lardner has still faced the minimum. And a payoff pitch on its way. Popped up. And not quite playable. As Gallegos gives it a look. Lets it drift out of play. Count remains the same, 3-2. So finally into the bottom third of the Barons order. They have gotten a base runner. But Pierce is batting 7th and leading off the bottom of the third for the MLB Academy Barons in their season opener. Lardner set his payoff pitch on its way. There's ball 4. And a leadoff walk. So for the second straight innings, Barons get the leadoff man aboard. And here's Nicholas Marlboro.
Shortstop, number 15, Nicholas Marlboro.
Marlboro with the Barons last season, returning player. Saw the Blues a couple times. Lardner's first pitch to him. Ball 1. Blues took 3 of 2 from the Barons last year. Didn't lose here. We're 2-0. Averaged about 5 runs per contest. Lardner's 1-0 pitch on its way. And in there for strike 1. That included a game. It was 8-0 going into the top of the 9th. The Blues would go on to score 6 runs in the inning. Hit around. And in the midst of, I'm trying to remember who it was. May have been Grotto. Throw over to first. And he's still safe. Anyway, someone's at the plate having their second at-bat of the inning. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Sprinklers go off. No one can figure out how to turn them off. The guy who knows how to turn them off isn't here. He's at home. It's close to 10 probably. Don't want to wake him up. That pitch is a ball. Throw to second. As Pierce is going to get a stolen base and be in scoring position. And ball 2 is delivered. Anyway, they had to call the game. So the game never officially ended. But it took like half the season to figure this out. Just forget the 9th inning happened. Blues won 8-0 instead of 14-0. Ball and 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position, the first for the Barons today. It's Blaney Pierce. He walked and stole second. And Nicholas Marlborough waits a 2-2 pitch from Robbie Lardner. Got him swinging. There's the first strikeout for Lardner, out number 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. No hot sauce given out in the road games, unfortunately. Alonzo Zuniga, first-year Baron, doing the catching today. Stands in with a runner on second and 1 out in the inning. This one is smacked to short. Maciel, routine play, 6-3 on the ground out. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup in Kamayu Neighbors. Neighbors had a great season, also a returning player for the Barons. Great season last year. Absolute spark plug for this lineup. Leadoff hitter. Has a good glove at second. Hit .308 last season. Was 5 for 14 against the Blues. He liked playing against them. Had a couple RBIs. When he was on base, would always try to steal. Lardner delivers a strike to him here, 0-1. So Neighbors certainly dangerous in that leadoff spot. Took the first pitch he saw from Lardner, ambushed him, hit it deep to center. So he's 0 for 1. That's fouled off, and it's 0-2. Small frame, big bat, big swing from him, too. 308 hitter last season. Out of Long Beach Community College. No balls and 2 strikes. Not sure how that didn't hit him, but it's ball 1. Nasty breaking pitch from Lardner. So Robbie getting his first start as a Blue, trying to get through 3. I've only seen one Blue starter go more than 3 full innings in a start. Ball and 2 strikes to Neighbors. Slapped to short. Maciel, that's a tough throw across his body in the 6 hole, and it's a single for Neighbors. And coming in to score is Pierce. 1-0 Barons on the RBI single from Neighbors. Forgot to advance Pierce to 3rd on our scoreboard, but he was at 3rd, and that's why that was an RBI single. For Neighbors, we'll clear the count and welcome Thomas Williams to the plate, who's 0 for 1 as he flew out to right. Lardner wants to run through the signs again with Gallegos. Neighbors safe at first. Barons have plated a run here in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 7-1. 2 gone in the inning. High pitch. Neighbors trying to steal again. Grotto, the tag applied at second. Not in time. Stolen base for Neighbors. Continues to attack the Blues as he did last season. Infield RBI single for Neighbors, and now a stolen base. He's at second with 2 gone. Williams in a 1-0 count. Lardner steps off. Hard not to think about a guy on base like that who just is that aggressive as a base runner and that much speed on the base paths. Always dancing over there. Lardner delivers ball 2. Sometimes you see guys thrown over to first time and time again just because they're trying to get in a rhythm. They're trying to delay the inevitable, that pitch they have to make, that daunting hitter, or that runner on the base just might be in their head. 2 balls and no strikes. And Lardner misses with ball 3. With 2 outs in the inning, just got to think about the man at the plate, and that's Williams, who he's already handled today 0 for 1. .30 pitch on its way. There's ball 4, second walk of the inning for Lardner. Here's Christian Taveras. Ed Gravel's going to go have a word with Robbie Lardner on the mound. Take you in closer to see the conversation, as doesn't look like we're going to see a pitching change here. Don't see anybody necessarily warming for the Blues. No pitching change. Simple meeting between Gravel and Lardner. That's one thing we've come to understand from pitching coach Ed Gravel, is that, you know, he'll tell us, when I go out there to meet with a guy, it's not necessarily because he could be in danger of being pulled, but I want to give him some time. If he walks back-to-back hitters, gives up back-to-back hits, a chance to calm down, settle down, and attack that next hitter. Essentially a breather with a little bit of wisdom, as that ball is smoked down the right field line, foul, 0-1. Kind of like when you're in a state of panic and you call a parent, and that parent's like, I'm not going to bail you out, but I'll try and calm you down, maybe give you some advice. Count 0-1. Lardner set. Pitch to Taveras. Breaking ball, hit out to center. Simons has a look at it, makes the catch. Out number 3 side retired. Barons played a run in the 3rd. On a neighbor's infield single, gets a stolen base as well. Walk to Williams. Taveras flies out to center. That's the inning. To the 4th. I'm taking a look at that camera. It's a bit crooked. I'll go get that situated. Top of the 4th coming up. Due up for the Blues. It's Darcy, Simons, and Steinberger, I believe. Short break. We'll be back. Thanks for hanging out on the Blues Streaming Network. We do appreciate it. Top of the fourth about to be underway, and it's a pitching change for the Barons. So for the first time this season, we will see Fino Amador, right-hander, getting some work in as he warms up to face the Blues bats. Again, Darcy set to lead off the top of the fourth, 0 for 1 as he struck out.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning for the Blues, number 26, third baseman Kade Nickel.
7-1 our score. Blues scored a touchdown in the second, put up 6 on a 2 RBI single from Evan Steinberger, RBI single for Grotto, and a 3-run mammoth home run from Zach Tolia. We're working in the bottom of the lineup right now, and Darcy leading things off, facing Amador. His first pitch to him is hammered into left for a base hit. Single for Darcy as he's aboard. And now only one Blue has failed to reach base. And it's not this man. Jake Simons has doubled and been hit by a pitch. And if he gets hit again, you just have to wonder what he did to deserve this. 7 times he's been hit by a pitch. He'll lay down the bunt, pop it up, strike one. Hard to get hit by a pitch when you're bunting there, so attempting at advancing that runner from first. To finish the point, though, he's been hit by a pitch 7 times. This is his 4th game. Count 0-1, Fino Amador. Pitching in relief of Evan Adolphus, who came in and allowed 7. Got through a quiet inning in the third, not allowing the Blues to score. Now Amador, breaking ball, slipped out of his hand and actually sailed over the head of Simons, 1-1. Ball and a strike to the leadoff hitting center fielder for the Blues. What an impact he's had. Absolute spark plug in the top of that lineup. Getting his first extra base hit as a Blue in this one. And seemingly getting on base a ton. This one is slapped to short. Marlboro will toss to Neighbors in second. Throw on to first, not in time to get Simons. So they get the leadoff run at first. And Simons is aboard for the 3rd time today on a fielder's choice. Here's Steinberger. His 2 RBI single started the scoring for the Blues in the second.
The designated hitter, number 36, Evan Steinberger.
Amador throws over to first to check on Simons. Was reached every time today, each a different way. Only one time was it painful. That was in the second. Amador set to face the lefty DH Steinberger. Simons is taken off for second, pitches in the dirt, and it'll be a stolen base. What has Simons not done in this one? Gets himself back in scoring position for the Blues, and the count 1-0 to Steinberger. Amador set and his pitch. Breaking ball beautifully in there for a strike. Feathered that one in, snapped a curve, and Steinberger looked at it. 1 for 2 on the day. And lurking in the on-deck circle is Mason Grotto, who certainly had a lot of fun against the Barons last year. Amador will step off as Marlboro was gesturing to try and get him to throw over to second. Simons had a healthy lead over there at second in scoring position for the Blues. There's ball 2. Steinberger looked at that one. Would not offer. Blues have started this road trip with a bang. Pleading 6 in the second. Comfortable lead. And a chance at more here as that's in there for strike 2. Amador, who lets that arm hang. That right arm as he's set to deliver a breaking ball in the dirt. Steinberger throws or swings through it. Throw down to first will complete the strikeout. That's out number 2. Simons stays put at second. 2 gone for Grotto. 3rd strikeout for the Barons today. Grotto 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles. Picking up his 3rd and 4th RBIs of this season. At strike 1, would need 41 more to surpass his total from last season. Of course, Grotto won't be with us all year, but what a season he had for us. Great to see him in a Blues jersey. The Blues wearing their away grays. Simons throw to 3rd, and he's out. And had an interesting slide into 3rd there. Third base coach Casey Belt giving him some words here. Simons is caught at 3rd, was thinking about going, ended up going, and Amador had stepped off the bag, so that throw to 3rd was rather quick, in time to get Simons. Inning over for the Blues. They go scoreless, they get 1 hit, and a stolen base for Simons, and they strand a runner in scoring position. Bottom of the 4th coming up for the Barons. Hernandez, Boyd, and Williams will new come back. And Lardner still on the mound for the Blues. His 4th inning of work coming up. Bottom of the 4th, and here's Mark Anthony Hernandez, the first baseman for the Barons, and Lardner set for his 4th inning of work, has thrown 48 pitches. That comes out to 16 an inning, which is solid when you haven't given up a run and have dealt with minimal traffic. Fouled off strike 1. In the majors, they say you want to have that number at around 12. You know, you get to the teens, if you still have a low ERA, totally fine. You could get yourself out of jams. But having that pitch count around 12, and we don't expect Lardner to go maybe more than this inning, but that's what allows you to get 60, put yourself in line for the win, and pitch efficiently. Ball 1. Bobby Lardner. Talked to Bob Miller and pitching coach Ed Gravel. They like his arm. So it's very intriguing. Nice stuff. This one's hammered out to center. Simons ranging back at the track, and the wall caught. Out number 1. I got to tell you, the center and right field, these guys have been covering some ground. Simons and Pemberton. Quite a job so far. One gone in the fourth for Julian Boyd. That's the fifth ball that's been hit to center and Simons has caught. Lardner, ball one. Boyd slaps this one to first. Tolia takes it to the bag unassisted. Out number two. So 3 unassisted, and here's Spencer Williams.
The left fielder, number 20, Spencer Williams.
Williams 0 for 1. He's hit one out to center that Simons has caught. It was actually the double play. So Williams was on the unfortunate end of that incredible diving catch by Simons out in center that ended up being a double play as Hernandez was out at first. I was back in the second inning. Ball two. Robbie Lardner. Pitch count has surpassed 50 and working into his fourth inning here. That's slapped out to center. Trying to make another diving catch was Simons, but it's going to be a single for Williams. So he's aboard safely with his base hit. Now Blaney Pierce will stand in.
Number 17, Pierce Blaney.
So Blaney, the fourth to come to the plate in this inning. Barons have gotten a base runner now in 3 of 4. Only 1-2-3 inning for Lardner was in the first, but he's still been excellent. Pitching around minimal traffic. Smack down the right field line and foul for strike one. Lardner with the fastball topping out. High 80s, low 90s. Has touched 90 in this one. Appreciate our guy in the front with a radar gun that we can see. 0-1. Breaking ball. Strike two. Beautifully done. No balls, 2 strikes. Lardner set. And the pitch. Runner takes off for second. Ball in the dirt. Gallegos throws to second. It'll be a stolen base for Williams, and he's in scoring position. Second stolen base of the day for the Barons. First it was Neighbors after his infield single. Now it's Williams after his 2-out single. Pierce Blaney walked in the third. Awaits a 1-2 pitch from Robbie Lardner, who will check second and step off. Run through the signs again with Gallegos. Ball and 2 strikes. Flared out to left, foul ball. Count remains the same. Yeah, 1-2. Blaney in right field defensively. One of 2 walks that Lardner has issued in this one. Ball and 2 strikes, his pitch. Grounded to first, fair ball. Tolia takes it to the bag, inning over. Lardner's through 4 full. Gives up 1 run on an RBI single to Neighbors. Pitches around any limited traffic and has held the Barons to 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. 7-1 still our score as we head to the top of the 5th. Here on the Blue Streaming Network. Grotto, who's at bat, did not officially finish as Simons was tagged out at third, will lead off the top of the 5th. Grotto, Tolia, and Pemberton do up the heavy hitters for the Blues and the heart of their lineup. We're in Compton. We're having a good time. Blues lead by 6. This is the first of a 2-game set between these two teams. We'll be back here on the Blue Streaming Network from MLB Youth Academy Field tomorrow at 6. Then we head home, recharge the batteries, and then we're up north. We're heading up to Humboldt. That's a stadium I'm excited to see, and we'll be bringing you all the action as we always do on the Blue Streaming Network. You won't miss a pitch when you're hanging out with us. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th. Here's Grotto to lead off the top of the 5th as promised, facing Fino Amador. Amador's first pitch is slapped to short, fielded by Marlboro. Throw across the diamond to first, and Grotto is retired. 6-3 on that ground out. First time Grotto's been retired today, now 2 for 3.
Now having the first baseman, number 28, Zach Talua.
Here's Zach Tolia. 3-run bomb in the second. That hit the scoreboard out and left. Checked his swing. Did he go around? He did. Strike 1. I mean, Tolia has hit some bombs. Of course, a walk-off winner, the bottom of the 10th of Game 2. Then a solo shot against the Mudcats. That's 0-2. Solo shot back on Saturday. And his third 3-run bomb. Behind 0-2 here. Smoked that one out to left. And that's going to be extra bases for Tolia. He'll head into second, throwing from left. In time to get him. Looked like it would be extra bases. Spoke too soon. Tolia out at second after a loud single to left. So it's still a base hit, but he is out at second. Trying to make a single a double. Maybe he heard me, and I apologize if I tricked him there. Looked like it would be an easy double. With his speed, instead he's retired. And here's Pemberton, the only blue to not reach base so far. 0 for 2, ground out to second, fly out to right. Shows bunt, and takes a ball. Ball and no strikes, Amador's pitch. That's in there, 1-1. Ball and a strike, Pemberton. Looks at ball 2. Pemberton's made some fine defensive plays out and right. Part of that dynamic outfield the Blues have put together. Pemberton out of Pepperdine. Count now 3-1. Strike 2. Pemberton thought it was ball 4. Looked like Pemberton swung through that one, but will be aboard with a drop third strike. So that goes down as a strikeout, but it's not out number 3 as Pemberton reaches first base on a drop third strike. And now every blue in the starting lineup has reached first base. And here's Garrett Brooks, 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, swung on and missed by Brooks. No balls and 2 strikes. Taking off for second is Pemberton. That's flared out to left and caught by Williams to retire the side, so we will head to the bottom of the 5th. No score changes. The Blues still lead 7-1. And with this short break, I want to take another chance to thank one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues, as food on this road trip, food for the road, sponsored by High Street Deli. The Blues, when we hit the road, always make sure to get some High Street sandwiches for the road. High Street Deli, sandwiches that will change your life for locals and travelers alike. The #1 food destination on the Central Coast is High Street Deli. For more information on their delicious menu, check out highstreetdeli.com. Blue Streaming Network, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Zach Ibrahim on hand, along with Matt Fernandez in the MLB Youth Academy press box here in Compton, California. Short break, and we'll be right back. Bottom of the 5th, welcome back. Here's Nicholas Marlborough. And a pitching change for the Blues. Let's introduce you to the new right-hander. It's Jolie Schott. Schott, a junior out of Baylor, hometown of Los Altos Hills, California. St. Francis High School product, talented right-hander. Ball 1 inside. There's in there for a strike. So Schott out of Baylor University in Texas. Baylor's one of those schools, not many people know where it is, right? As that one is hit through the left side, but fielded by Maciel, he'll have no play, and it's an infield single. If I were to ask you where Baylor was before this game, Matt, you would have known? Okay. Never mind then. Maybe it was just me. Here's Zuniga, 0 for 1 today. Marlborough aboard with his leadoff single. Schott's first pitch to Zuniga way inside and taken for ball 1. Shot set is 1-0. Swung on and missed, and Zuniga was trying to hit that one beyond the scoreboard out and left. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the Barons have a runner on base. It's Marlboro. See if they try and steal here again. I mean, that's been the trend. Here's a flare shot, right side, base hit. Zuniga, runners on first and second for the Barons. Still nobody out. That's how they've welcomed Joey Schott into this ball game. And here's Kamayu Neighbors. His infield single drove in their first run of this one. He has a stolen base as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see him lay a bunt down here. Neighbors lays down the bunt. It's a chopper. Schott has it. Throw to first. And Neighbors is retired, but both runners will advance 90 feet. I'm not going to say I called it, but, you know. Really nice bunt laid down. Runners on second and third. Nice play to field the bunt by Schott. Those bunts to the right side of the infield are just so much easier for the right-handers. Don't have to completely turn their body around to field and make that throw. So there is one out. Marlboro at third and Zuniga at second. Here's Thomas Williams, who takes a strike. Beautiful day in SoCal. Can't get enough of that backdrop with all the palm trees. Shots 0-1. Grounded to first. Tolia taps the bag. Throw to home. Oh, that was a very close play. And in to score is Marlboro at 7-2 Barons. Saw the right side of that infield practicing throws home after BP was done. And Tolia was making plays like that routine. But Williams drives in a run on his RBI ground out to first, and that brings up Christian Taveras. Bottom 5, 2 out, runner at third for the Barons, trying to inch closer. Shots, first pitch is fouled off, strike one. Schott looks in, gets the sign from Gallegos. They're on the same page, and here comes an 0-1. Swung on and missed 0-2. Nothing in two. Fouled off to the left side. Count remains the same with Zuniga still at third. Williams drove in Marlboro on a ground out to first unassisted. That made the ballgame 7-2. So the 1 and 2 hitters have driven in runs for the Barons. Taveras is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to Simons in center. Schott gets him to hit this one to second. Grotto Fields, throw on to first, inning over. To the top of the 6th, and our score remains 7-2. I should say remains, becomes 7-2 on an RBI ground out from Williams. Taveras grounds out to second to end the inning, and we are on to the 6th. Blues bats coming up. Gallegos, Maciel, and Darcy in the bottom third of this order, and it's still Fino Amador pitching for the Barons. Short break, we'll be right back. Top of the 6th, and here's Gallegos leading off the inning for the Blues. So far, Chase is 1 for 2 with a single and strikeout looking. Breaking ball, ball 1 from Amador. And in the dirt, 2-0 on Gallegos. Slapped to right, and a fair ball for Gallegos down the right field line. He'll round first and head into second with a stand-up double. Another extra base hit for the Blues. That's something that they really started to find in that series against the Mudcats, was their extra base power. So far, a double from Simons, 3-run bomb from Tolia, and another double from Gallegos. And finding that power, compared to where they were the first 4 games of the season, meant getting 6 extra base hits. They've already got 3 in this one. Here's Maciel, 1 for 2, single and line out to first. Nice addition to this ball club. Left side of the center field, talented shortstop. Amador steps off. Blues have totaled 8 hits now. 7 runs, leading by 5. Maciel thought about laying down a bunt, takes a strike. In this beautiful facility for the Barons that the Blues did not lose in. So 2-0 here last season. Throw into second. Checks on Gallegos. Still safe. That second game coming back to, especially after the sprinkler incident, was, jokes being made left and right. Are we even going to finish the game? Will they call it in the 9th? That ball is in the dirt. Let's get that count fixed. It's 1-1. Ball and strike. Oh, yeah, the pickoff threw me off. Yep. That's what it was. Thank you, Matt. Matt Fernandez keeping stats for us. Flared out to right and caught by Blaney. And trying to go from second to third is Gallegos. He'll be in safely. So Gallegos is at third. Maciel flies out to right. He's out number 1. Here comes Cody Darcy.
The third baseman, number 26.
Darcy also a road runner out of the University of Texas San Antonio. Runner at third is Chase Gallegos. He doubled to lead off the inning. That's smacked out to right again. Blaney's going to have to track this one down on the warning track. Kenny at the wall. He cannot. And it will drop for extra bases. Another run is in. Darcy trying for third. Safe again at third. They trade places, and it's 8-2 Blues. Blaney had a tough time tracking that one down as that ball continued to carry. Can't imagine that being an error. Yeah? That's a triple. That's triple. Yep, just making sure. That is a triple for Cody Darcy and the 4th extra base hit of the day for the Blues. One gone for Jake Simons, who is yet to be retired. Runner still at third, but now it's Darcy instead of Gallegos. 8-2 our score as the Blues get that run back, and Amador runs that fastball in there for strike 1. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, missing with ball 1. Blues hitting has done, of course you can say in this one, but overall struggled to bring runners in when on base. Had one game in their loss to the Mudcats. Let's get to the point, Zach. In their loss to the Mudcats and what ended up being a 5-3 game, the Blues left 11 men on base. Had lots of innings full of heavy traffic and were not bringing the runners in. Now they've capitalized on top of showing off the power. Here against the Academy Barons, 2-1 pitch, sent out to center. That one is going to drop for a base hit. Another run scores, and Simons has his second hit of the day, his first RBI, and it's 9-2. Still one gone in the inning. So in this inning, Blues have gotten a double from Gallegos, a triple from Darcy, and now a single from Simons. And if Maciel, in the middle of all that, had not been retired, and there was a double, triple, and single hit back to back to back, and Steinberger were to homer, that would be a natural cycle and a very rare occurrence. Ball 1. I remember seeing that. I was at Indiana, and we were blowing out Iowa, and we didn't know what it was called, and it literally went, our hitters went down the line, single, double, triple, homer, and I didn't know what to call it. And so I kind of made it up. I was like, let's throw over to first, checks on Simons. But I was like, I'm just going to Google it. Natural cycle. I was like, lineup cycle, straight cycle. Anyways, we can't have one because in the middle of it, Maciel was retired, but it still would be cool. Runner on first for the Blues with 1 out. Ball and no strikes to Steinberger, who is 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI single. There's ball 2. High ball 3. What a day for Simons, who's safe at first. Double, single, hit by a pitch, reached on a fielder's choice, has gotten a stolen base. What hasn't he done? Out of the leadoff spot. Steinberger, batting second, has been excellent as well. In there for a strike, 3-1. Picked up RBIs, believe 4 and 5 on his season back in the second inning. 3-1 pitch. Simons takes off for second, and no chance to get him. Another stolen base for Simons, as it was ball 4, so actually Steinberger's just going to walk. Not a stolen base. Repeat, not a stolen base. Getting a bit excited. It's a walk to Steinberger. Simons is in scoring position for the 3rd time today. And Grotto's coming to the plate, and it looks like we're going to have a pitching change for the Barons. Gives us a chance as we see him on camera briefly. The head coach of the Barons is Kenny Lamdreau. What a career he had. Kenny Lamdreau, former big leaguer, played for the Minnesota Twins, California Angels, and the Los Angeles Dodgers from 1977 to 1987. In his career, Coach Lamdreau had over 1,000 hits, drove in over 470 RBIs, and had 91 homers. And just so cool to see him lead this Youth Academy program of the CCL South. And just does a terrific job with playing host as well. His ball club and his entire staff here at the MLB Youth Academy in Compton. Short break, and we're back. We'll introduce you to the new right-hander on the other end. of this break on the Blue Streaming Network. Thanks for hanging out. Back to live action, top of the 6th. New right-hander, Jonathan Largaspada, facing Mason Grotto. Grotto 2 for 3 with 2 RBI singles. Runner at first. Runner's on first and second now. Let's update that. Steinberger's at first and Simon's at second. Blues have played at 2 in the inning. Grotto looks at ball 1. Jonathan Largaspada. It's intimidating when you look at it as an announcer. You kind of look at it, you go, oh no, where do I even begin? But thankfully I remember him from last year. And how do you forget a name like Largaspada? Just rolls off the tongue. You just almost wish he went by Johnny Largaspada. Jonathan, okay, I get it. Ball and no strikes to Grotto. Now I want to call him Grotta. Ball and a strike. Throw over to first, checks on Steinberger. He's still safe. Largaspada set. Grotto looks at the 1-1, takes it for ball 2. That pitch almost got away, and Zuniga did a great job of gloving that and not letting it get away. As the sun begins to set here in Southern California. First of 2 between the Blues and Barons. Ball 3. Three-one pitch on its way. Grotto takes ball 4 and they're loaded. Still just 1 out in the inning for Tolia. This has a chance to be the Blues' highest scoring inning, or they could at least match that. That was 6 back in the second. In the inning, Maciel's the only man that's been retired. Gallegos doubled. Darcy tripled to bring him in. Simon singled. Steinberger walked. Grotto walks. And Largaspada has to face the Blues' hottest hitter with the bases loaded. Ball 1. Ball and no strikes, the pitch to Tolia. Gets away, but comes to the backstop. A chance to apply the tag, and it's safe for Simons. 10-2 now. And they're no longer loaded. Instead, they're at second and third. Still one gone. So coming in to score there was Simons. Simons comes in to score. Steinberger's at second. Steinberger's at third. Grotto at second. A lot of base runners to keep track of. Here comes the pitching coach for the Barons to have a word with Larga Espada. Quick meeting on the mound, just a chance to relay some information on pitch sequencing and possibly how to attack Tolia, who thought everyone in the CCL would need some help with that right now. He's 2 for 3 with a 3-run homer and a single. Team leader in homers, RBIs, walks, on base percentage, slugging percentage, maybe everything but average. Batting average, I said. He's been nothing. He's been nothing close to average. He's been spectacular so far in his time in a Blues uni. And awaits a 2-0 pitch from Jonathan Larga Espada. Ball 3. There's a chance. There's somewhere to put him now, as Simons came in to score. So Steinberger at third and Grotto at second. First base is open. And if you'd rather pitch to Pemberton, I understand. 3-0 pitch to Tolia in there for a strike. Three and 2 now. Blues have matched their season high in runs scored with 10. And a payoff pitch coming to Tolia. Ball 4 and they're loaded again. Still one out. Here's Pemberton. Now I'm now obligated to, pinch hitter. Believe pinch hitter for the Blues is going to be Aiden Anderson. How about this? The sophomore out of Xavier is going to get his first at-bat as a Blue with the bases loaded. So Pemberton.
Batting for the Blues, number 24, Aiden Anderson.
So Anderson joined the ball club on the road trip. And getting his first at-bat here in a Blues uni with the bases loaded in an 8-run ball game, top of the 6th. And the first pitch on its way from Larga Espada to Anderson, and his first at-bat as a Blue. He takes a strike. So we say hello to Aiden Anderson for the first time. Again, sophomore out of Xavier. He's a California kid, though. Dana Hills High School. Swings through that one. 0-2 now. I was going to say, if it was Pemberton, I'd have to remind the audience of what Luke did earlier in the season with his grand slam home run. 0-2 count to Anderson. Got him looking. Pitch looked a bit low. Nothing you can do about it now. 2 out. Here's Garrett Brooks. Yep, no pinch hitter yet. Brooks 0 for 2 with a walk.
The left fielder, number 9, Garrett Brooks.
10-2 our score. Blues have plated 9. Blues have 9 hits. Excuse me. Ball 1. Blues have plated 3 in the inning. How about that? That makes sense. Offense averaging 7 coming into today with 8 hits, and they've surpassed both those totals in a comfortable effort Had 6 extra base hits in the series against Solano, have 3 today. And those walk totals will continue to skyrocket for the Blues. Ball and a strike, Brooks takes ball 2. Again, 19 walks in 3 games against the Mudcats. Just so much traffic. And already in this one, hit batter. Of course, that's Simons. And 4 walks. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 2. Blues and Barons, first of 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, top 6. Brooks swings and misses through that breaking ball, and that ends the inning. Blues leave them loaded, but tack on a few more runs. They plate 3. And the top of the 6th to the home half here in Compton. Bottom 6 coming up. Barons down 8, trying to chip into that a little further. With this opportunity, the Blues plated some insurance runs in that 6th inning, and with every insurance run, that's, of course, sponsored by State Farm and Catherine Rietstra of State Farm. State Farm, we are committed to replacing uncertainty with confidence, one policy at a time. Thank you to State Farm and Miss Rietstra for their sponsorship, generous and loyal, of course, with the San Luis Obispo Blues. Bottom 6 coming up. Don't go anywhere. Blue Streaming Network, thanks for hanging out. Bottom 6, back to the Barons bats. Plated a run back in the 5th. Blues respond with 3 in their away half. So a comfortable 8-run lead for the Blues, and Joey Schott out for his 2nd inning of work to face Mark Anthony Hernandez. 1 for 2 tonight. There it is. Single and a fly out to center. Takes a ball. Fouled off, 1-1. Schott getting some innings here with the Blues up comfortably. Blues had to use a whole lot of pitchers in Sunday's contest against the Mudcats when it was a designated bullpen day. And on a day like that, you just don't expect anyone to go more than 2 innings. No one did. And, of course, that curious ending in the 9th where the game was over and then it wasn't, and the Mudcats played another run or 2. There's a base hit to right center by Hernandez, and he's aboard with no one out. Leadoff single for Mark Anthony Hernandez. So that off day was certainly needed for this Blues pitching staff. We'll see who starts tomorrow, but what a fine start it was from Robbie Lardner. Strike 1 to Julian Boyd, who's 0 for 2. Lardner went 4 full with an earned run, 3 hits. Then got 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Boyd takes ball 1, so a solid start from Lardner. matching the longest any Blue starter has gone, and that's 4 full innings this season. Here's Boyd at the plate. Ball and a strike. Awaits the pitch from Schott with a runner on first, and that's strike 2. Boyd led the Barons in home runs last year with 3 and RBIs with 33. Went 7 for 18 against the Blues last season. Picked up 5 RBIs. He liked hitting against them too. Ball and 2 strikes. That's sent out to left. Brooks will have to range back a few steps and make the catch for out number 1. And staying put at first is Hernandez. So Boyd now 0 for 3. Here's Spencer Williams. 1 for 2 with a single. Fly out to center and a stolen base. Barons have been putting the ball in the air. When you look at all the flyouts they have, there's not much to show for it. A couple balls hit to the warning track. No extra base hits, just 6 singles. There's another one hit out to left. Brooks will make the catch for out number 2. The first pitch Spencer Williams sees, he's retired. And now Pierce Blaney, who has walked in his only plate appearance.
The right fielder, number 17, Pierce Blaney.
There's ball 1. In there 1-1. So Schott trying to retire 3 straight after that leadoff single from Hernandez. Facing Blaney for the first time. Ball and a strike to him and the pitch. Fouled straight back against the netting. That's what's fun about here too, is those foul balls against the netting. I mean, those are coming right at you. And it's not like, I mean, netting is obviously very protective, but it's not one that's just like so tight. Like that netting kind of. We never flinch, though. No flinching. Ball and 2 strikes. Grounded foul. I mean, you get seats behind home plate, let's say at like a, MLB game, like, I'd be rooting for that to happen, like, almost every time. Like, I would just be, I don't know, maybe I'm an adrenaline junkie. I don't know. Ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, ball 2. It's fun here, though. It is. Santa Barbara, we're like near home plate, but we're behind a fence. And so the foul ball's hitting the fence. It just kind of gets annoying. But a great experience always coming on the road here at the MLB Youth Academy. Count full. And with that sun setting as we approach 8 o'clock Pacific time, Blues with a comfortable lead, and we're about to approach 2 hours of live game time, and we appreciate all of you that have stuck around through it. Blues have been up comfortably since the 2nd inning, but thanks so much for hanging out. Hit to first, Tolia Fields takes it to the bag unassisted to retire the side, and Schott pitches a scoreless inning out of the pen. We'll head to the 7th. 10-2 our score. We do appreciate it. Making Blues baseball part of your Tuesday evening. In your entire 2022 summer, we'll have every pitch for you here on the Blues Streaming Network. I'm going to take a short break and be right back with you. Gallegos leading off the top of the 7th for the Blues. Led off the 6th inning. That saw the Blues plate 3 runs. Leads off the 7th here. And still Jonathan Larga-Espada. Ball 1 to him. Ball and no strikes. That's inside ball 2. Blues ahead comfortably. There's ball 3. Temperatures have cooled down as the sun sets here in SoCal. Blues will head to their hotel tonight, rest up, be back here probably around 3 for a second straight contest with the Academy Barons. 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. So back-to-back games for the Blues on the road. Off day. Then we head to Humboldt for a 3-game series this weekend. 3-1 pitch. Larga-Espada inside, and it hit Gallegos. I'll take first. And with the intimate press box here at MLB Youth Academy, you can hear the gasps and the winces of the crowd whenever anything happens like that. Second Blues batter that's been hit by a pitch, of course unintentional. And here's Maciel, who's 1 for 3. Leadoff base runner for the Blues. It's Gallegos again. He doubled to lead off the 6th. Now he's hit by a pitch to lead off the 7th. Shots first pitch to Maciel. Fastball, 87, ball 1. Again, thank you to the guy sitting right in front of us with a radar gun. He doesn't hold it up every time where I can see it, so like, here it is. Let's see what this one is. Ball and no strikes, and the pitch. 87 again in the dirt, and allowing Gallegos to take second base. Now in scoring position. Let's get that count situated. 2-0 on Maciel. With our fabulous 2-camera setup that we brought on the road here. So appreciate the MLB Youth Academy being nice enough to let us set up our secondary camera, which is technically in the stands. There it is. Great view there. 2 balls and no strikes on Maciel. Larga-Espada gets him to swing and miss through that one. And it's 2-1. We were running through a bit of an issue a couple innings ago when essentially our camera, it's not like Sincheimer where our camera, we can feed the SDI cable 50 feet long to our secondary camera, which is on our Blues Nation balcony to the right, as Maciel grounds one to third, and Williams will throw across the diamond to retire him at first. And Gallegos will stay put at second. The battery on the second camera was dying. We didn't have a charger hooked up to it. There's about 30 minutes left on the battery. Well, this game's going to go longer than 30 minutes a couple innings ago. So I MacGyvered it, and I swapped the batteries from our first camera, which is right in front of me, that's charging the entire game, swapped it with the second camera. Stream didn't stop, to my knowledge. I mean, everyone looks like they're still tuned in. Wasn't Mission Impossible, that's why I MacGyvered it, but made it work. Probably have to do the same thing tomorrow. First pitch from Darcy's fouled off, strike 1. We'll make it work. I want to bring you this improved streaming experience here on the Blue Streaming Network, and appreciate you tuning in. 8-run ball game in the 7th. If you're still sticking around, we'd love to see it. Thanks for hanging out. Darcy tripled in a run back in the 6th. Sent one deep out to right. Blaney could not make a play on it. So Darcy awaits an 0-1 pitch. To be honest, I didn't know if the battery thing was going to work. I thought the whole thing might crash. I thought we might be done for the day. I didn't know. Never done it before. I never had to. Strike 2. Nicely done by Larga-Espada. But it worked out. Now we know we can do that, and that is a good thing. 0-2. On Darcy. Righty on righty. Larga Espada. Set. Check second. And the pitch. Ball 1 in the dirt. We're getting used to everything being a little different on the road in terms of where we set up, where the cameras are going to be. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, and but it's still going to be fun. And it still worked out. We're able to bring it to you. Our 2-camera setup. Ball and 2 strikes. Flared out to right. Base hit for Darcy. Rounding third. And coming in to score is Gallegos. 11-2 Blues. On an RBI single from Kade Darcy. His second RBI of the evening and his second RBI as a Blue this season. To the top of the lineup. Now we're going to see, looks like another pitching change for the Barons. Still 1 out in the top of the 7th. Blues putting together another lengthy inning here. Gallegos hit by a pitch to lead off the inning, was just driven in by Darcy, who was safe at first, and Simons will be due up when we come back, and we'll introduce you to the new Barons pitcher when we come back on the Blue Streaming Network. Back to live action with Jake Simons stepping into the batter's box for the Blues. Newly inserted Donovan Jackson.
Center fielder, number 21, Jake Simons.
So Jackson set to deal to Simons. First left-hander the Barons have deployed out of the pen to face Blues hitting. Blues have plated now 11 runs in this ball game, and that is their season high. Previously 10, now 11. And they've done it not even through 7. Simons attacks the first pitch and fouls it off for strike 1. So Jackson getting his chance to pitch against a Blues lineup that hit around in the last inning. Everyone got an at-bat, chance at joining in on the fun. What a day for Simons, yet to be retired. 2 for 2. With a single, double, been hit by a pitch, and reached on a fielder's choice. 0-1 from Jackson, breaking ball, ball 1. And still safe at first is Kade Darcy after getting his second RBI of the night. Jackson set. And the pitch. It has a slight pause in that delivery that kind of makes you think, is he going to throw over to first right now? It's just a little hesitation in that delivery, but there's no hesitation in terms of what he knows he's throwing to the plate. He throws it there, and he throws it hard. Need that guy in front of me to bring that radar gun back up. 2 balls and a strike. And they'll run through the signs again. Still Zuniga in at catcher. And Donovan Jackson, newly inserted left-hander, at the plate. On the mound, I should say. Ball 3. Quick meeting between Zuniga and Jackson just to go over things as he's fallen behind 3-1 on Simons. He's had a great day for the Blues. Batting lead off, doing his thing, getting on base any way he can. Jackson set, and the pitch to Simons. Swung on and missed. Went with the high heater, and Simons swung through it. Count full. Simons versus Jackson for the first time tonight. Payoff pitch on its way. Runner takes off. Simons fouls it straight back. There's one of those foul balls against the netting we were asking for. Darcy's still safe at first after driving in Gallegos to lead off the inning. We're in the top of the 7th. We're in Compton, California. And the payoff pitch on its way to Simons. Taking off for second, and what's the call there? Oh, it's a balk. Wow. So Darcy's safe at second after he was taking off for second. Jackson threw to first, and again, I was thrown off because of that pause and that delivery. That pause ended up being a balk, and the count's still full. Now that runner, and Darcy is at second. Simons awaits a payoff pitch. Ball 4, and he's aboard again, reaching for the 5th time tonight. And a pinch hitter in for Evan Steinberger is Luke Mistoni. Last time we saw Mistoni, he started the ballgame on Sunday against the Mudcats on the mound. He pitched 2 scoreless innings for the Blues. So Mistoni awaits the first pitch from Jackson in there for a strike. So talked to Luke before that start. I actually talked to the coaching staff before I even got to talk to Luke and just asked, are you better hitter or pitcher? Because we've seen you hit, you can hit. And now we're about to see you pitch. Coaching staff said, I don't really know. The coaching staff said I haven't seen him pitch yet. Talked to Luke, and he's like, I'm pretty good at both. He can throw 5 pitches. That's what's so cool is, like, he's a guy that can hit, pitch, and he's not just going to throw you, fastball, slider, curve change, maybe a little cutter. He's got an arsenal, and it's deep. Ball and a strike. Jackson set. Mistoni slaps one down the third base line. Base hit. Blues are going to play another run. Mistoni into second with a double. The throw in from left hits Darcy, and he's going to score. Simons. Darcy scored. Simons was hit by the throw from left. And it's a 2 RBI triple from Luke Mistoni. Maybe he's a better hitter. Who knows? How about that? 13-2. We're actually going to rule that a double and then an error that allowed him to take third, but still a 2 RBI double for Luke Mistoni. He's safe at third, and Grotto stands in. Get that situated. Still 1 out in the inning. It's another one of those lengthy innings where the Blues just pass the baton off, one after another. Grotto takes ball 1, so Mistoni safe at third. He just drove in 2 runs on an RBI double. Reached third on a throwing error from left that hit Simons, literally hit him. He came in to score. And now Grotto, who's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles and a walk. 2 for 3, excuse me. Took ball 1 and now awaits the second pitch from Donovan Jackson. New season high for runs the Blues have plated this season. Breaking ball at 71 in there for a strike. It's the most runs the Blues have plated against the Barons in 2 seasons. Season high last year was 11, as they won in an 11-4 ball game. Now, we can get technical with the whole sprinkler game where I saw my own 2 eyes 6 runs score in that 9th inning and ended up being 14-0, but hey, that was the sprinkler game and those runs didn't count. And so second biggest margin of victory against the Barons last year was 8-0. I guess that was the largest margin of victory with 8 runs. That breaking ball, that's in there. Strike 2, that thing's coming in there real nice and slow. Two balls and 2 strikes to Grotto. Blues up 11. Due up is Tolia. And who wouldn't want to see him hit again? Grotto, left center, carrying deep. And that's against the wall for extra bases. Another run in to score. Grotto into second with an RBI double. His 3rd run batted in today. And they've scored 2 touchdowns. It's 14-2. They've scored 2 touchdowns and given up a safety. RBI double for Grotto. His 5th of the season.
Now batting number 28, Zach Tolia.
Close. Here's Tolia. Blues season high for hits is 13. They've got 12. And they've plated 4 in the inning. They've plated 7 runs in the last 2 innings. This man brought in 3 himself alone in the second. Jackson's first pitch to him. Tolia takes high ball 1. Sun officially set. Temperatures dropping here in Compton. Beautiful dark sky. Still no clouds today whatsoever. Clear skies. Still in the top of the 7th with 1 out. Tolia pops one up, drifting out of play. Not playable. Strike 1. Ball and a strike to Tolia. Jackson taking his time on the mound. There's ball 2 in the dirt. Loves that curve. Continues to go to it, and it's 2-1. 2-1 to Tolia. Strike two. Evens it up there with the fastball. This dude's changing velocity extremely well in terms of going to the fastball that is at least in the high 80s to that curveball that we've seen in the low 70s. Trying to play tricks on these hitters. Tolia waits a 2-2 pitch. In the dirt, didn't hit him. Comes to the backstop and allows Grotto to take third. Count full now. Due up after Tolia is going to be Aiden Anderson, who's going to get his second at-bat as a Blue. Struck out looking on 3 pitches in his first. He'll tell you he took ball 1 on that third strike with the bases loaded. Back in the 6th. Blues might get every man to the plate for the second straight inning. I'd like to get some food. Payoff pitch, ball 4 to Tolia. And they're at the corners with 1 out for Aiden Anderson. That's the 5th walk in the last 2 innings. Inning and a third, actually, if I was going to be completely accurate. Anderson 0 for 1. Now he's the only Blue who hasn't reached. Pemberton got on base after striking out, dropped third strike. Our second chance to see Aiden Anderson. Strike 1. I don't think he's agreed with a single call in terms of these strikes being made. Stands in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Excuse me, runners at the corners. Let's stay focused. Jackson set. And the 0-1. Throw it over to first, excuse me. Nothing in 1 the count. Another throw over to first. Can tell you, Tolia, I don't think he's stolen a base this season. Jackson's still thinking about him nonetheless. Count still 0-1 to Aiden Anderson out of Xavier. And this is a guy the Blues have been waiting for in that outfield. Chopper hit to short. Marlboro on to first. Double play, inning over. The bottom of the 7th, the Blues have plated 14 in the game and 4 in that last inning. And they do not hit around for the second straight inning. They send 8 of 9 men to the plate. As Anderson grounds out to short to end the 7th, we will head to the home half of the 7th. Still going strong here on the Blues streaming network. Speaking of going strong, on our off days, on the Blues off days, you got to get a workout in. You got to find a way to stay fit. So shout out to one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues, SLO County YMCA, the Y, where we're for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility at the SLO County YMCA. For more information on getting signed up with a monthly membership, check out sloymca.org. And thank you to the Y for their generous sponsorship. After eating all that road trip food and those high street sandwiches that are just oh so delicious, got to go to the Y, get some cardio in, swim some laps, play some hoops, get that workout in. Thank you to the Y. Short break, Blue Streaming Network. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. Thanks for hanging out. Schott delivers the first pitch to Marlboro, which is laced in the left for a base hit. Nicholas Marlboro leads off the bottom of the 7th with a single. Sharply hit on the first pitch he sees, and he's aboard with no one out. His second hit of the night. He's 2 for 3.
Now hitting number 37, the catcher, Alonso Zuniga.
Fouled off by Zuniga. Strike 1. From Joey Schott, pitching his 3rd inning of relief out of the pen, in relief of Robbie Lardner, who was excellent in his first start of the season. 4 strong innings, an earned run, a strikeout, a couple hits. Kept the pitch count below 60. High heat from Schott. 0-2 now the count. A Barons team that is looking like their season's going to start with a loss. They finished 8-22 in the South last season. Won 2 straight against the Blues to close out their season. That was at Sinsheimer Stadium. 0-2 the count. High fly ball, left center, carrying very well, but will be caught by Simons, out number 1. It had the height, but not quite the distance. So Zuniga flies out to Simons in center, and here's Kamayu Neighbors. Overall, the Barons actually played every game in the South as Neighbors fouls one down the left field line. They didn't play any games they didn't play any games against the teams in the North. No non-conference games. 8-22. Finished in dead last in the South. Did not make the playoffs. Looking to turn that around. Led by Kenny Lamdro for another season. Ball and a strike now to Neighbors. The aggressive leadoff hitter of these Barons. Returning player, back for a 2nd season at a Long Beach Community College. There's ball 2 from Joey Schott, getting some valuable work in just to try and work on his pitches. Work on pitching some clean innings. Pitched a clean one in the 6th. Worked around a leadoff single from Hernandez, retired Boyd and Williams. And Blaney. Three balls and a strike. There's ball 4, and Neighbors is aboard with a walk. 2nd time he's reached today. Here's Thomas Williams. Still one gone. Williams, who's 0 for 2, stands in with an RBI and a walk. Schott's first pitch to Williams is grounded to Grotto at 2nd. Only play is to 1st. Out 2. Everyone advances 90 feet. They're at 2nd and 3rd with 2 gone for Christian Tavares. Tavares 0 for 3 today. Swung on and missed. Oh, and 2. Pretty pitch from Schott. Marlboro reached on a single. He's safe at third, and Neighbors, who walked, is at second. Williams advanced him to second and third on his ground out. 0-2 pitch. High and outside. Ball one. Tavares awaits a 1-2 from Schott. Two gone. Bottom seven. High fly ball to right. Won't threaten to leave. Pemberton under it. Inning over. Schott works around a single and walk and strands runners on second and third, and we'll head to the top of the eighth. And our score still 14-2. You're on the Blues streaming network. Blues looking to get back to 500, 4-4 on the season, and 1-0 in league play as they're playing their first opponent from the CCL South. Short break and we'll be back. Pitching change for the Barons as well. We'll introduce you to them when we come back on the Blues streaming network. Giovanni Blanchette stepping into the right-handed batter's box for the Blues. Pinch hitting for Garrett Brooks. Brooks ended his day 0 for 3 with a walk. Blanchette looks at a ball and a strike. Let's introduce you to the new Barons pitcher. It's Christian Lara in to pitch for the Barons. Right-hander, ball and a strike. His delivery to Blanchette is swung on and slow roller to second. Neighbors has it, throws to first. Blanchette retired. For 3 on that ground out. And the pinch hitters are away for the Blues. Here's Michael Season.
Now batting number 6, Cizone.
Mike Season. In for Gallegos. He'll fill in at catcher. Fouled away. 0-1. Beautiful night sky here in SoCal. Should be a beautiful day tomorrow. That looping breaking ball is taken for ball 1. Again, we'll be back here. First pitch shortly after 6 for the Blues and Barons, game 2 of a 2-game road series. Blues will head back to SLO right after the conclusion of tomorrow's contest. Strike 2. Road games are always an adventure. Of course, we always get there safely thanks to our guy Ty of SLO Safe Ride and his wonderful bus and taking care of us. Strike 3 taken on CSUN, so he's down looking, out number 2. Blues, of course, I love to tell the story about season opener last year. Season started up in Lincoln, about a 6.5-hour drive from SLO. So that was when the season opened. Everyone's getting to know each other on the bus. We stopped for food. Everyone's getting in and out. There was such bad traffic as Maciel's in the batter's box taking strike 1. There was such bad traffic that we probably got to that game 20 minutes before first pitch. And I mean, Bob Miller had to throw together a lineup. He's thinking, I'm going to see these guys hit BP. I'm going to get a chance to see them field some ground balls where they're comfortable playing. He threw that thing together on the fly. No one hit BP. They took ground balls for like 5 minutes and put up 15 runs in a 10-run win. There's ball 1. Lara thought he got him. That was kind of when you thought like, okay, this is a good team, right? And a lot of those guys weren't even with the Blues for the rest of the season. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 gone. Lara set and the pitch, fouled off. Usually you see these type of breaking balls out of like left-handers, the ones that really like, because you got this little sidearm delivery and it just kind of loops over and down on the hitter. 2 gone, top 8, Maciel at the plate, 1 and 2 in a 12-run ball game. Count evens. Maciel slaps one to second. Neighbors Fields throws to first. Side retired. Inning over. We'll head to the home half of the 8th. Lara sets him down 1-2-3. And Blanchette, CSUN, and Maciel all retired in the top of the 8th. New pitcher. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. There's your tease to stick around for the bottom of the 8th. How many outs to go? 9 outs to go. Hang in there with us. Blues are going to get a win. 14-2 the final. Excuse me, the score. It's not the final yet. 6 more outs to decide that. It's going to be another debut for a Blues pitcher. It's going to be the debut for Ryan Beard on his way to the University of Texas, San Antonio. So another Roadrunner, hometown of San Antonio. Went to Ronald Reagan High School in San Antonio, warming up to pitch his first inning of work for the San Luis Obispo Blues. Blues looking to go to 4-4 on the season, get back to 500, 1-0 in league play, and a chance to go 2-0 tomorrow. Then a couple more non-league contests. A little excited for that trip up to Humboldt. Maybe not the drive. It was really funny, actually. Everyone, when we stopped to get food, was literally using the word scared when it comes to the drive to Humboldt. Talking about, how long have we been on the road? Everyone's checking their phone. Man, only 2 hours. Man, only 2.5 hours. And then someone, of course, has to chime in. That Humboldt drive might be close to 10 and a half with a stop. Everyone's like, man, I'm scared for that. Oh, my goodness. Looking forward to it, though. Mark Anthony Hernandez fouls the first pitch off from Beard, 0-1. I don't think I've never been that far north. I think Lincoln, Sacramento is the furthest north I've been in terms of California. One pitch on its way to Hernandez. 2 for 3 today. Time called momentarily. Here Humboldt has a nice facility, loyal fan base. Should be fun. Not to get too ahead of ourselves. Still a ball game to finish here, and one more tomorrow for another day off midweek. Bright and early, we head out Friday morning. I might not sleep. Swung on and missed. That might just be a pull an all-nighter, crash on the bus. One-two count. Beard sends one to Hernandez, who sends one out to right center. And he'll round first. Throw-in from Pemberton again is going to hold him to another long single. That's the second time we've seen Hernandez hit one to the wall and only make it to first. And that's the defensive prowess of Pemberton and his arm out and right, holding a double to a single. Leadoff single facing Ryan Beard. Here's Julian Boyd, who's 0 for 3. Boyd and Tavares, the only Barons to not reach in tonight's ball game. Otherwise, they've been getting some men on and having opportunities. Have totaled 8 hits now. Only 2 runs to show for it. So it's Ryan Beard, fresh right-hander out of San Antonio in his debut for the Blues. Good pitch, strike one. I missed the guy with the radar gun. I like knowing how fast these guys were throwing. He seems to have gotten up and left. 0-1. 1-1. You think there are people that can do that? That can like listen to the snap of a glove and be like 95. More visual. They got to look. Okay. Ball and strike. Ooh, whooper duper. Strike 2. But how about a guy? And everyone's going to groan now when I talk about the Dodgers. Brustar Gratterall. What a short, compact delivery, and 102. Exactly. It is unbelievable. That's rare. That's rare. Ball and 2 strikes. Now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beard pitching to Boyd. Throw over to first. Checks on Hernandez. Two balls, 2 strikes. Beard's pitch to Boyd. Breaking ball misses high, ball 3. Count full. Count full. Beard set. Taps his toe. Throws his pitch. Ball 4, Boyd has a walk. They're on first and second with no one out for Spencer Williams. So it's Spencer Williams facing Ryan Beard, and put the headset on Matt Fernandez. I've been talking to him all night, our Blues statistician. So welcome, Matt.
How's it going? Glad to be here.
1-0 the count. Beard's 1-0 pitch. Hammered out to left. That's gone.
Yeah.
2-run bomb for Spencer Williams. And it's a round tripper here in the bottom of the 8th. That one had the sound and the height and the distance, and it's gone.
Try to get one inside by him.
Ooh, it's a 3-run bomb. Excuse me. Forgot to count the guy that hit it. 14-5. Here's Pierce Blaney. Beard getting a bit of encouragement from his dugout now as he gives up a single to Hernandez, walk to Boyd, and a bomb to Williams. Pitch is elevated, ball 1. First time the Barons have been on the board since the 5th inning, when they brought in a run on a Williams ground out. It's outside, ball 2. How much do those radar guns cost? Do you know?
About very expensive. If you want to get a good one, the stalker probably costs you about $3,000.
What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, very expensive. A piece of equipment right there. A lot of people don't realize.
I did not realize that. Oh, wow. 2-1. 2-2. I had a friend who bought a car for $3,000.
Yeah, buy a lot of things for $3,000.
Goodness gracious.
Let's see.
You're looking it up now?
Oh yeah, I want to see what the newest model.
Got him looking. Strike 3. Good pitch from Beard. 1 gone.
Number 15, Nicholas Marlboro.
Here's Marlboro. 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles in the 5th and 7th.
Well, you can get a cheaper one if you'd like for $17.25.
Okay, all right.
It's also
Ball
just
one.
for the gun by itself.
What was the attachment you were talking about?
Oh, well, when you buy it, it comes with all this right here.
All
these,
that stuff, yeah.
And then it also comes with the video board and the insurance.
I don't need all that. Just give me the gun.
Yeah.
Let me hold it while I'm calling the game.
There you go.
I've talked about this before, but how great are the scoreboards that like include that?
Oh,
Have you seen those?
Yeah, we have one at Cal Baptist.
Yeah.
We have a video board that does all that for us as well. It's pretty legit. You know, we try not to let it get to the guys' heads too much.
That is my favorite. You ever have a guy throw a pitch and like turn around and see what he threw?
Oh, all
Like-
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I would do that too.
Batters, too. Like, wow, I swung through that. It was 88 miles an hour only. Wow.
I'd look and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I touched 50. Wow. My fastballs go under the speed limit. Ball 4 and a walk to Marlboro. He's aboard for the third time tonight. I know you hit when you play. Did you ever try pitching?
I mean, just dabbling with it, you know, just having fun throwing breaking balls, you know. Can't throw hard, though, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, could never throw hard. Threw a decent changeup.
Okay.
Not too bad.
How long did it take you to, as Ed Gravel's going to have a word with Beard on the mound,
There you go.
how long did it take you to, like, first learn that grip and then be able to, like, manipulate the pitch?
Well, for the changeup, it's a little different. So
Okay.
it's
Circle change or normal change
circle
grip?
change.
Circle change, yeah. Is that easier?
Yeah, for some people, I have smaller hands, so you
Okay.
know, can't really wrap my hands around the ball.
Yeah.
But for the changeup, you know, you kind of want to get it. It's mostly a lot of people think it's how you move your arm. It's not really that. It's you want to pronate. And it's honestly all in the hand. Like how how you hold the pitch will be how, like what delegates how it moves, and that'll do most of it.
Sure.
And you kind of want to throw it almost like exactly how you throw your fastball, but let the grip do all the work for you.
Sound like a normal coach.
Yeah, you know, we learn a couple things here and there. A little different from a curveball, where you kind of actually want to get that
Bring
hand
that wrist
motion
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Zuniga now to face Beard. Pitch in the dirt, gets away, allowing Marlboro to take second base. He'll be in scoring position with 1 out in the 8th. Bringing in Matt Fernandez, Blues statistician this year. Taking over for Max Lober. Got big shoes to fill.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Max was excellent.
Heard that guy's legit.
Yeah,
Had the pleasure of speaking with him. And he was very knowledgeable.
good. Ball and no strikes. Steps off. Barons have got it within single digits. It's 9. Chopper up the middle.
Might squeak by.
Maciel. Oh my goodness, he got him.
Good play there by the shortstop, huh?
Really was. Zuniga not quick enough to beat out that ground ball, and so that's out number 2. Runner advances to third. And here's Kamayu Neighbors.
Number 1, Manu Neighbors.
Two gone in the 8th. Beard trying to strand a runner at third. High and inside. And that runner can score, and he will. 14-6. On a wild pitch. That was a ball 1 that gifts the Barons a run. Good day for Neighbors. Infield single, RBI, stolen base, and a walk. Blues have scored a season high in runs have allowed 6, half of which came on a Spencer Williams 2-run bomb a few minutes ago. 3-run bomb, excuse me. I keep trying to give him 2 instead of 3 RBIs. 2-0 now on Neighbors. Here's a strike. 2-1 now. Is DHing as fun as it sounds? Just hitting and not have to worry about playing defense.
Yeah, it's pretty great sometimes. Not having to take infield, outfield, but you know, you don't get a lot of the glory. But hey, when you hit
unless you hit them
well,
far,
yeah, there you go. That's the only way. It's a little different though. You know, sometimes you have guys that they'll have great hitting, and then they go to field. You know, if they don't do too well fielding, they at least know, hey, I'm gonna probably get a hit here. Kind of give a little confidence booster. For DH, a little different. You don't really have defensive innings to.
Sure, your at-bats are the only thing
Exactly.
really affecting how you feel you played and how you did play in general. Here comes Bob Miller. See a pitching change. I just sound like a guy that didn't play baseball because yeah, people have to understand how fun playing defense is for a lot of these talented guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not, you know, you're standing out in the outfield. You're waiting to make a play, hoping
definitely.
a ball is hit your way, you know.
And a lot of times, what they make look simple looks pretty hard to do.
Oh, 100%. Pitching change for the Blues. Let's see who it is. Is that Sage Para?
Looks like it.
That's
from here,
that's Sage Para. So Para is going to come in to pitch.
From the sound of it, you sound a little surprised there.
A little bit, yeah, because Sage has been a hitter this entire season.
Nice.
He is listed as an infielder, the fifth-year senior out of San Francisco State. Apparently, we don't know. Apparently, we don't know where he's from. His hometown is just in California.
There we go. That's all you need to know.
So Para is going to warm up to pitch in the bottom of the 8th. 2 gone. Blues looking for win number 4 in the season and looking to go 1-0 in the South. Short break, and we'll be back. Well, now we know why I was surprised to say it was Sage Para on the mound. It's not Sage Para. It's another Blues debut. This time it's Kade Nickel, a right-handed pitcher and a junior at Colorado Mesa, hometown of Valencia, went to high school at West Ranch High School. So welcome to the Blues, Kade Nickel. And he is pitching, not Sage Para, not the other number 8. Nickel, ball 1. Kade Nickel making his Blues debut. Special thanks to pitching coach Ed Gravel coming over, and maybe he was listening because he corrected us right away. Or he anticipated the mistake. 2 balls and no strikes. Nickel dealing to Thomas Williams. Quick meeting on the mound here. Should mention that Michael Ceason has come in to catch for Chase Gallegos as he came in to pinch hit for him. So it's Kade Nickel in to pitch for the Blues. Right-hander out of Colorado Mesa. Welcome to the Blues. Facing his first hitter. And a look at the pitching depth that the Blues have. 2 balls and no strikes. Now 2-1. 20 total runs. Swung on and missed. 2-2 now. 2 home runs hit, both of the 3-run variety. One by Spencer Williams and one by Zach Tolia. Chased a high pitch, fouled it off. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's ball 3, count full. Nickel set, and the pitch. It's low, ball 4. Runners on first and second now for Christian Tavares. Back-to-back walks, the first issued by Beard, whose day is done, and now we welcome Kade Nickel to the Blues. First man he faces, he walks, and here's Tavares, who is 0 for 4 today. And he is the only Baron that has not reached base today. And he takes ball 1. Swung on and missed. Ball and a strike. Ball 2. Looked like a good pitch. Beautiful night sky here in Compton. Ball 4, and they're loaded. And now the Barons have hit around for the first time tonight. Blues did it once. Then in the next inning, they brought 8 of 9 men to the plate. And now in this inning, the Barons have brought all 9 to the plate. And it'll be the second at-bat of the inning for Mark Anthony Hernandez. And what's a big at-bat at this point? Bases loaded, nobody out, 8-run ball game. Nickel struggling to throw strikes. Ball 1, just trying to settle in. He's walked back-to-back hitters. Anthony Hernandez led off the inning with a single. And he'll take a strike. If you're Nickel here, what can you do to kind of settle yourself down?
One thing I see like a lot of guys do is kind of communicate with your infielders, you know, or even just an infielder saying, hey, you know, don't worry, get one to me. Give me a ground ball.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Two and one. 2-2.
Good pitch there.
Popped him up, but out of play. Everyone giving a look at that one. Count and situation remain the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bottom 8 with the bases loaded for the Barons. They are 2 grand slams away from tying this one. Grounded foul. I'll tell you, Matt, the longer this ball game goes, the more food establishments are going to be closing in the surrounding area.
Not good for us.
That concerns me deeply.
Oh, yeah. Likewise.
Second at bat of the inning for Hernandez. Awaiting a 2-strike pitch from Nickel. Got him swinging. Throw to first completes that, or he'll just step on home. Why not? Inning over. We'll head to the 9th. Six outs to go. Blues and Barons. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Zach Abraham, Matt Fernandez, Blue statistician, joining us in the booth. Short break. We'll be right back. Blues are 6 outs away from a 4th win. Cody Darcy hits one to the left side, and a throw from Marlboro across the diamond to first, retires him on 1 pitch. 6-3 on the ground out, 1 gone, top 9. And Jake Simons, why not send him to the plate one more time? He is yet to be retired in 5 at-bats. He's reached a different way every time. This was so fascinating. You can double, be hit by a pitch, reach on a fielder's choice, steal a base, single, and walk. Christian Lara is still out there doing the pitching for the Barons, and he delivers strike 1 to Simons, who's also made a incredible diving catch out in center earlier in this ballgame that saved extra bases, possibly a run. Hits this one to Marlboro again at short. Throw pulled him off the bag, and Simons is aboard again. Has reached in all 6 of his plate appearances. Another infield single. We are past 9 o'clock Pacific time and over 3 hours of live game time. Shout out to everyone that stuck around. 8-run ball game. And that's being ruled an E6 on Nick Marlborough.
Number 47, Para.
Another pinch hitter for the Blues. Foul straight back. This might be Sage Para, honestly. I'm going to go with that because there's not a 47 listed on the roster. And now Nickel is wearing 8. So maybe Para took 47?
Could be it.
Not sure. Swung on and missed 0-2. He's a lefty. Para's a lefty. I think it's Sage Para. Simon safe at first. Para down 0-2 to Lara. Fouled straight back against us. That was fun.
Didn't move.
Nope, not an inch. Oh, 2 pitch. Slipped out of his hand, 1-2. I think so. Yeah, could be.
Sure.
Ball and 2 strikes. Lara. Got him looking. Here's Grotto. Another day at the office for him.
Number 15, Mason Grotto.
Had a weird series against the Mudcats where he went 0 for 9 in 2 games. Then broke out of it with an RBI double in the Sunday contest and has broken out of it again with 2 RBI singles and an RBI double to give him 3 and 6 on the season. 5 on the season. Also added a walk. High and inside, ball 2. Dusted Grotto off the plate. Brought him down to his knee. Two balls, no strikes. Grotto looks at a strike. Again, we'll be back tomorrow, so come hang out with us then. 6 o'clock first pitch. Ball 3 to Grotto. Day off Thursday. Back at it Friday at 6 from Humboldt, home of the Crabs. On our long trek to the northern border of this great state. Hammered out to left, but caught by Williams. Inning over. 1 hit, no runs for the Blues. Grotto, Para, and Darcy sat down in the inning. 3 outs to go in Compton. Appreciate you hanging out and sticking with us. Zach Ibrahim and Matt Fernandez hanging out with you in the booth. And we'll be right back. 3 outs to go. We're back for the bottom of the 9th. Blues ahead comfortably by 8. Here's Julian Boyd. Had a great season for the Barons last year. Looking to have a second straight excellent season. Swings through that one. Strike one. Hit one of his 3 homers last season against the Blues. Kade Nickel still pitching for SLO. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Nickel pitches and got him swinging, but goes all the way to the backstop and unable to make that throw is CSUN, and so it's a strikeout, but a dropped 3rd strike, and he'll take first. So Boyd reaches for the 2nd straight plate appearance in as many innings. And they've got the leadoff runner on for Spencer Williams.
Number 20, Spencer Williams.
Did it say how far the hotel is?
No clue.
No idea. Ball 1.
Hopefully not too far.
I might fall asleep in the bus. Yeah, bring the mic down. Come back. Come back to
Totally
us.
forgot that was up there. Another ball.
2-0. Swung on and missed. 2-1. So Nickel trying to pitch a clean 9th. Allows the leadoff man to reach, but Boyd did strike out. So technically, it's the 2nd strikeout for Nickel as a Blue. Swung on and missed there as it's now 2-2. Got Hernandez to strike out to end the 8th when the Barons were threatening with the bases loaded and 2 out. Barons hit around in that 8th inning. Blues did so as well. When did that happen? Got him swinging. Now 1. Blues hit around in the 6th. Scored 3 runs in that inning. Blues are going to play a season high in runs, but not surpass that season high in hits. They have 12. Their season high is 13. I believe in a game they lost to the Coastal Dodgers. Boyd's at first. He struck out and reached on a drop 3rd strike. Now it's Pierce Blaney. Nicholas technically struck out 3 straight batters. Ball and strike to Blaney. I flinched.
Come on.
1-2.
No worries.
It's because I didn't watch it come the entire way. Oh, thanks, Nico. How about Nico tuning in? Our assistant GM, Nico Calancini, our fearless leader.
Leading from the front.
The hotel's 13 minutes away.
Nice.
Not bad at all. Ball and 2 strikes. Ooh. Come on.
Good pitch there.
Ball 2.
I have to check with his optometrist.
What? Home plate umpire?
Oh, yeah.
2-2. Nickel. That's fouled off by Blaney. I must be missing an at-bat for Blaney. There's no way he's 0 for 1. Two balls, 2 strikes. This one's hit to Grotto at 2nd, but beyond his reach. It'll be a base hit. They got runners on 1st and 2nd with still 1 out. No breakfast? No breakfast, Nico says at the hotel.
No breakfast.
Well, I guess we'll have to fend for ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Go catch a wild egg McMuffin in the morning.
I'd kill for one right now.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Marlboro. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. Strike one. So we approach nearly 3.5 hours of live game action on the Blues streaming network. Game number 8 between the Blues and Barons. First of a 2-game road series for the Blues. Fouled off, and it's 0-2. Marlboro's reached in 3 straight plate appearances after striking out in his first, in the third, singled in the 5th, singled in the 7th, walked in the 8th. Everyone got on base in the 8th inning. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses. Nickel set, his 1-2, slapped out to right, base hit. For Marlboro, that's going to bring in another run. RBI single for Nicholas Marlboro. And they're still at first and second with 1 out, and now it's 14-7.
Number 37, Alonzo Zuniga.
So Boyd comes in to score. Blaney is at second, and Marlboro at first. Let's clean that count up. Here's Zuniga. Fouled off, man. He takes some wicked hacks. 0-1. Alonzo Zuniga, 1 for 4 tonight. Nichols 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Got him to chase. What are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's so nice. 0-2. Lined out to right, base hit again. Here they come. And coming in to score is Blaney. They're at first and third. And an RBI single for Zuniga. We might see another pitching change.
We just might.
3 straight Barons have reached. 4 of 5 in the inning. And Nickel's struggling to get that final 2 outs. They've got him cornered. There's Kamiyu Neighbors, the spark plug at the top of this Barons lineup. Great walk-up song to boot, too.
Oh, yeah.
They're at the corners with 1 out. Nickel delivers a strike on the first pitch. They're within 6. They plated 6 in the last inning and a third. 0-2. Same pitch, same spot. Nickel facing Neighbors for the second time. He walked him back in the 8th. Ball 1, and Zuniga's going to take off for second. They're at second and third. There's a big cheer from that dugout because you can tell Zuniga does not steal many bases. He's hit 2 singles off the wall in right, and he gets himself a stolen base. So 2 runners in scoring position for Neighbors and the Barons. Nichols 1-2. That's slapped to third and caught by Darcy. Throw on to first. Another run's in, but now there's 2 out. And at this point, you make that trade. So it's 14-9. Neighbors has his second RBI on the ground out. 5-3. Here's Thomas Williams. The last chance for the Barons With a runner at third, 2 out, and a 5-run deficit. Barons are going to end up with as many hits as the Blues. 12 hits, just 5 less runs. Kade Nickel, in his Blues debut, delivers a breaking ball for strike 1. No one warming for the Blues. This is Nickel's out to get. Nothing in 1. Williams swings and misses, 0-2. Well, this game felt like 2, but the Blues are still a strike away. Flared out to left. Base hit, fair ball. And Williams is into second with an RBI double in the game that never ends. It's 14-10. And here comes Ed Gravel. No surprise here to see the Blues pitching coach go out to have a word with Kade Nickel, who has faced nothing but traffic since being inserted into the ball game. Oh, come on, focus. Focus. I'll tell you what, every meeting is just so quick, to the point. Coach Gravel just wants to give his guy a breather, calm him down, tell him to settle down and attack these hitters. Not that he hasn't been, but they've attacked him. In the inning, the Barons have plated 4 runs. They've plated 8 runs in the last inning and 2/3, and it's 14-10. There's ball 1 to Christian Tavares, who finally reached back in the 8th. He was walked by Nickel. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 1. Well, they say that last out can be the hardest to get. That has really been the case today. In a game where the Blues led by as many as 12. It is 14-10, and that's strike 2. And they're still a strike away from win number 4, and they're first in the South. They would go 1-0 in league play. Think about it. It was 14-2 in the bottom of the 7th. That pitch was dropped, and CSUN will track that one down. Mad at himself, because if he had the chance to frame it, we could be talking about a done ball game. But it's 2-2. If Tavares reaches, the Barons will hit around in the order for the 2nd consecutive inning. They will send every man to the plate if Tavares reaches. 2-2 pitch. There's ball 3. The Barons now have more hits than the Blues. They have 13. Flared out to left and foul. Count full. And we're going to do it all over again. Kade Nickel looking for that final out. There's a runner in scoring position. Got to remember that. And a payoff pitch. Breaking ball slipped out of his hand. Ball 4, and the Barons are going to hit around. They're going to send every man to the plate for the second consecutive inning. Here's Mark Anthony Hernandez. This is his third at-bat in 2 innings. Hernandez singled to lead off the 8th, then struck out to end it. He's the final man to come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and third. Ball 1 from Kade Nickel. You just know the Blues do not want to even warm anybody up. There's a strike. But at what point do you... Well, they're going to do it now. Blues are officially warming somebody up. There's still an out to get. We're in the bottom of the 9th. If you would have talked to me 30 minutes ago, I mean, we were talking about food.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about hotels and breakfast and come hang out with us tomorrow. We got a ball game here. 2-1 count. Ball 3. With another ball, the Barons will bring the tying run to the plate. Kade Nickel. 3-1. Set. The pitch. Hammered out to left. That ball is gone. It's a 1-run game. Speechless. Mark Anthony Hernandez. A nuke to left. This game is not over. Whew. Here's Bob Miller. Pitching change. And it's Chase Dabbs. Chase Dabbs is going to come in to try and get the final pitch for the Blues.
Chase Dabbs.
It is Chase Dabbs, and we will be right back. Anyone that left this game, those of you that stuck around, and you know they stopped watching early, can't wait to see the look on their face when you fill them in with what happened. This is a 1-run game, and it's still the bottom of the 9th. Chase Dabbs in to get that final out for the Blues and try and get a win. We'll be right back. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Blues and Barons in a game that the score was 14-2 heading into the bottom of the 7th. The Barons have plated 7 runs in the bottom of the 9th. And Chase Dabbs is in to get that final out. Ball 1. The bases are empty because they were cleared by Mark Anthony Hernandez. So here's Julian Boyd. Dabbs 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Hernandez hit the third 3-run homer of the ball game, which is just incredible. And this is now the most runs that have been scored in any game in the CCL this season. 27 runs combined.
Enough for about 3 games total.
You said enough for 3 games?
Yeah. It's like we're watching football.
We'll see what we got tomorrow. 2-1. 2-2. Will we ever get to tomorrow? Will there even be one? Two balls and 2 strikes. Dabbs set. Boyd ready for that pitch. Ball 3. Boyd is the tying run at the plate. And if he were to walk, the go-ahead run would be Spencer Williams, who hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. Count full. Dabbs set. The pitch. Got him looking. Game over.
That's going to do it.
And after all that, the Blues win 14-13. Well, they walked through raindrops to get that victory. The bullpen struggles in the 8th and 9th. The Barons send every man to the plate and hit around in the 8th and 9th. And in the 2 innings combined, scored 11 runs to make this one as interesting as possible. 14-13 the final. We'll be back tomorrow, and we need our rest after this one. 14-13 the win. And safe to say, we will not forget this one anytime soon. Or we'll just remember it was a win. 14-13 the final. Matt, any final thoughts?
Let's hope for a quicker game tomorrow.
That game, oddly enough, was just over 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow. Average baseball game.
Felt like 6.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
sure did.
Felt like 6. But we'll be back tomorrow. Blues and Barons, how are they going to what are they going to give us after this ball game? 1-run win for the Blues, 27 total runs, the most in any game in the CCL this season. And the Blues go to 4-4, back to 500, and the Barons are 0-1 on the season. What a comeback effort it was by the MLB Academy Barons. All the props in the world to them, but the Blues emerge victorious and win by 1. If you hung out for this one, you saw a heck of a ball game, and we appreciate your viewership throughout the entirety of this broadcast. For my statistician, Matt Fernandez, and the entire Blues organization, I've been Zach Ebrahim saying so long from Compton. We'll be back tomorrow, first pitch shortly after 6. Join us then on the Blues Streaming Network. Take it easy, and we'll do the same. Good night, everybody.